Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to continue with my lowrider pickup. First of all, I want to thank the owner of the Trans Am for letting me finish my truck first, and then I'll continue with his. I really need this truck done, so thank you very much. Alright guys, let's begin. I already removed the front windshield, which was already broken, and it was leaking. It was leaking whenever it rained. It leaked water inside. So as you guys can see here, all of this is all rusted, which I need to fix because I believe that's the reason that it was leaking. Right there guys, everything is rusted inside. There is a couple of holes that I'm gonna have to weld, but all in all, it's not that bad. I already removed the paint from the top completely. It was also damaged. It was all cracked, and I didn't want to put my paint on top of this. I did fix a couple of little minor door dings that it had. This windshield, I'm going to be removing it. I'm going to be putting one of the glass that's completely one solid piece without that little window right there. On this side, I do have one little minor ding right there that I need to fix, and I got 3 more on this side. That way, everything, the cab will be primed and ready to block. But first of all, I'm going to cover the window. I don't want all this debris that I'm going to be sanding to go inside the cab. So I'm going to be covering it with just plastic, regular plastic, and start grinding all this rubber off. This glue that was there for the window, I need to remove it, then start grinding everything. Alright, I've been cleaning all the bottom. I didn't even put the plastic. It's my truck anyways, but I want to show you something that I saw. All of this rust, well, right now it's surface rust. I thought it was gonna be holes in there, but no, it's just surface rust. But as you can see, this is where it was leaking water. Reason being, it was not even, the glue was not even stuck. It did not even have primer for the window glue. So that's one of the reasons that I like to remove everything guys. The windshield, like I mentioned, I am gonna remove this back window also. I hope this little channel that it has there is not as bad as the front. But all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna clean it up, grind it off, and have it ready. Have it ready for that epoxy primer and high build primer. All I am doing, I got myself the angle grinder with 36 grit, and I'm cleaning everything up. I'm gonna remove these little plastic tabs right there, the ones that hold the trim. I'm gonna remove them. Reason being, I'm gonna put some new ones. So I'm just gonna clean everything up. Everything has been cleaned off, as you can see. Nice, clean. So we're gonna put some epoxy primer to the entire thing. I know the top has a couple of minor dents. I am gonna apply some high build primer. Hopefully it'll cover them up. If not, I'll just put a light coat of body filler. I don't really like to put body filler on top of the top or the hood. That's the reason that I purchased a new one, because the sun just hits it and it'll come off. Eventually it'll come off. So hopefully I don't have to. Now I already removed the back window. All of this is nice and clean. It was just the front. I'm still gonna grind it off, clean it up, leave it to bare metal. Some of this paint is extremely old, and I just want to start from scratch. Everything has been sanded. That's going to get primered, And I actually did the body work on the top. As you can see, it's not that much, and it's just a light skim coat. So we're gonna be applying some epoxy primer. Now, a lot of people are gonna say you shouldn't put body filler on bare metal. Actually, it's been done for years like that. I've done it, worked perfect. The only thing is that you gotta prepare the bare metal first perfectly before you can actually start applying the body filler. It's been done like that for years and years and years. So there's no right or wrong way. I could have applied some epoxy primer, then do the body work on top, but I didn't want to create too much hassle. I wanted to be apply the epoxy primer, then the primer, and not have to deal with those dents. So there it is. Everything is in bare metal. Now I did move the bed a little bit back. I am going to remove it once I start painting the cab, but let's go ahead and apply the epoxy primer. This is the epoxy primer I'm going to be using. Is from Eurochem. As you guys know, everything that's going on my mini truck is from Eurochem. All right, so from the primer, from the epoxy primer, sealer, everything's going to be from Eurochem. So there you go, guys. Now, what tip am I going to be using for the epoxy primer? I'm going to be using the Avalon A60 Extreme with a 1.3 tip. Yes, it's a 1.3. That's going to give me the best smooth finish for the epoxy primer. That way, next we can apply that high build primer. Let's begin applying the primer. The first coat of the epoxy primer. I'm going to be applying 2 coats, waiting about 20 minutes in between each coat. Right now it's 98 degrees, but there you go, guys. And yes, I did apply epoxy on top of that body filler. That is no problem at all. If I'm doing this to my little truck, that means it works. I ain't gonna be doing a job that's not gonna be worth it for my mini truck. So what I'm doing, I know it works. I've done it before, and never had any issues. There you go. Here we go, 2 full wet coats of the epoxy primer. Now at this point I am gonna have to wait 1 hour before I can start applying that high build primer. All right, so let me just wait that hour, and I'll come back as soon as the hour has passed, and we can start with that with the high build primer. And also, as you can see right here, there's like a dip, so I'm probably gonna have to work something out once I apply that high build primer. Hopefully all of those are perfect, but the only thing I see is this little dip right there. But we'll work on that once the high build primer is done, and see how much more body work we'll need. This is a high build primer, high solids primer that I'm going to be using. It's the UP61. This is mix 4 to 1:1. And the gun I'm going to be using is going to be the Avalon A1000 with a 2.0 tip. I want that primer to build as much as possible so that I can block it and hopefully not need too much body work. All right, so let's just go ahead and apply it. It's been an hour since this epoxy primer has been applied, so we are good to go. This is the first coat of the high build primer. I'm going to be applying 3 full wet coats, and that'll be it. So as you can see, the bodywork, you can hardly see it anymore, but I do have that area here right there. But it's turning out to be pretty good. Let's apply the other 2 coats and I'll come back whenever the third coat has been applied. Here you go. These are 3 full wet coats of the high solids primer, high surfacer primer. Now we gotta let it set for a couple of days for it to dry so that I can come back, start blocking everything so that I can start painting the cab. And you'll be able to see the color that this Lowrider Hardbody is going to be going. Alright, this is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something as to how to do it from bare metal to primer. And we're going to go from there. Alright, thank you. Like always, have a great weekend. Have a great week. Again, I want to thank the owners of the 76 Trans Am for allowing me to finish my Lowrider build. Thank you. Like always, stay safe and God bless.